Hey, Corky here. Do a little video on soul guitar playing. Um, and the thing about playing in a soul band, ideally you're going to have horns and, Hammond organ, bass. There's a lot going on. So the guitar player is not as in control as, say, if you were in a blues rock band or if you were in a metal band or things like that. The other thing we know about soul music is it came from Memphis. It had a lot of country music in it. So, talking about Booker T and the MGs, talking about Al Green, we're talking about Sam and Dave. That riff I was just playing is Steve Cropper's licks on Soul Man. And so that music there utilizes Fender guitars, a lot of times Tele, Strat. Now for slow songs in soul music, you want to go to your double stop embellishments. I've got like 2 videos on double stop embellishments, And a double stop is 2 notes. So if we're in a key of C, you might do something like this. Very Hendrix sounding, But a lot of times on a slow ballad, they'll do double stop embellishments. Also, one double stop that you'd use, like in Soul Man, it's 2 notes. That right there, if you're in the E, it's a B note and an A flat note, and you're not hitting that string in the middle there. So in soul music, you really have to practice doing double stops like that, and learn to do things like that, which is that double stop there. I'm in A. Again, it's the G string and the E string, and not sounding the one in the middle. And you're doing it rhythmically. That's the thing about soul music, is it's rhythmic. You're utilizing what's been called the Memphis scale. Going with lower notes, you might do it like this. You might do this D string and this B, doing. You might use octaves. And an octave being like that, for example, an A would be your A note on your G string, and that one not hitting the string in the middle again. That's very common in jazz. It's kind of a Wes Montgomery thing, okay? But in slow song, you're doing in melody, and you're probably in your neck pickup here. For soul, in slow songs. Now, when you start getting into fast songs, uh, you again, I would stay in my neck pickup if I'm not using a wah-wah pedal. The only effect I'm gonna be using today is a wah-wah pedal and a reverb. I'm in a tube amp, kind of not driving it too much, kind of a mellow sound. So you need to learn a ninth chord. Here's an E9. And what it is, it's then you borrow those three. Here's a C9. And you're going to use this a lot in soul music. And you're going to be sliding ninth chords. Sometimes you might be doing some hammer-ons or pull-offs like. And that chord there, which is like a ninth, only that. I call it a Jimi Hendrix chord. Y'all have heard me talk about it before. But you want to do like rhythm things. These are ninth chords I'm sliding. Very common in soul music. So those are kind of the two worlds in the clean sound. And then, of course, the wah-wah pedal came. And I try to use my wah-wah pedal with my 5 position like in the middle. Think about Isaac Hayes, Curtis Mayfield. In soul music, that'd be the only effect other than clean that I would ever use. You see that rhythmic stuff I'm doing because the damping is very vital in soul music. So, and Jimi Hendrix, of course, being a soul music player, originally playing with a lot of soul greats. And sometimes you're just going to do percussive stuff with your wah-wah, Come disco era, Staying Alive is almost an entire song of that. Anyway, you have to practice this kind of rhythmic stuff. Anyway, there's your little introduction to some soul guitar playing.